I am David, your developer on duty, and in this video we're gonna have a look at Lazygit. Lazygit is a command line tool to manage your Git repository. It can be either opened from your terminal or inside your Neovim instance using the float term or Lazygit extension. With Lazygit, you can control your Git repository in an easy and fast way. You don't have to type many commands to accomplish simple tasks. It allows you to add files and see their diffs, resolve merge conflicts, check out and create branches, scroll through your history, push and pull from remote repositories, cherry pick commits, and much more. The installation is simple. You just install Lazygit with the package manager of your operating system. First, I'm going to show you Lazygit itself, and later on I will tell you how to embed it into Neovim. Let's first start with a fresh new directory and enter Lazygit. You can see that it wants to create a new Git repository because it didn't find any. This behavior is consistent inside Lazygit. Based on common tasks, Lazygit will always help you with proper recommended actions. On the left, you can see different panes which can be accessed using the numbers 1 to 5. We have the status, files, the branches, the commits, and stash. Let's quit Lazygit by pressing Q. Let's create a new file. Let's open Lazygit again. Now you can see in the file section that there is a new file foo.js. You can see the difference in the middle pane, and you can see that 5 new lines were added, and we can add this file using the A command. And then you can see it gets green, and we can create a commit by pressing C with a commit message. Let's change the file. Now you can see the file was modified, and you can see the div in the middle. In this case, the text hooray was changed to this is changed. If you don't know which key to press, you can always press the question mark key to see a list of all available commands. For example, we can press A to stage or unstage all files, and this command we used before, or you can toggle individual files using space or discard all changes using D. So let's discard it using D, and you can see there's a menu and we can discard all changes. Now the working directory is clean again. Let's create a new feature branch by going to the branches pane, number 3, and press C for checkout. We call it feature branch and we want to create it. And now we already checked it out. Let's make some modifications again. And let's start Lazygit. Let's just say we want to stage this file. We commit it. And you can see it's committed. You can see it in the ref log of your branch. Now let's check out master. So we go into the branches pane, press J to go one down, and check out main by pressing space. And now we can make a change again. Let's say we want to change the same line. Oh no, a merge conflict. Now in Lazygit, you can see that we can commit this into the main branch by pressing space again, commit changed file in main. And now also in main we have a commit. Now let's check out our feature branch and rebase the changes from our main branch. Now we can select main and press question mark to see what the commands are, and you can see if I press R, I'm able to rebase checked out branch onto this branch. So let's do this. I press R and I press enter, and now you can see that the auto merge failed because there are conflicts. I can either abort or I can press enter. So let's press enter and resolve the conflicts. So if I now press enter on the file, I go to the middle plane where I can use J and K to select the specific hunks. I can pick a hunk by pressing space, or I can take both hunks by pressing B. So let's do that. and then all merge conflicts are resolved and I can continue by hitting enter. So let's do another change. And let's commit it. Now let's say I want to cherry pick this foo commit into my feature branch. So I go into my commit pane and hit question mark to see all available commands. And there's a cherry pick command using C, copy commit. So let's do this. I press C and now it's highlighted blue. Now I can go into my feature branch, check it out by hitting space. I go to my commits, hit question mark again to see the command which I need to use. And there's a command called V to paste the commits from my cherry pick. So let's do this. I paste it using V and I'm sure, so I hit enter. And now I have pasted this change, this commit. There are conflicts, so I press enter and I can resolve them again by saying I want, for example, this hello here by hitting space. You can configure Lazygit using a configuration file, a config.yaml file. And here I set the edit command to flow term. This way I can spawn Lazygit inside Neovim, and if I want to open a file, it will use the same Neovim instance. To avoid conflict, I also remapped the escape key to control \. To make the selections more visible, I use the underline effect. And for the diffs, which you've seen earlier, I use the program delta. And with delta, those diffs look a bit nicer. And it comes with a lot of themes. Now for the integration with Neovim, I use Vim flow term that lets you spawn any terminal application inside of Neovim. So let's try this out. I open Neovim and now inside of Neovim, I can spawn Lazygit. So let's change some file. I spawn Lazygit again. Now I can see those changes. I can stage this file and commit it. And I can also open those files from Lazygit inside of Neovim. So let's say I changed this again. I stage it. Now if I press E, I also jump to that file using the same Neovim instance. I really like Lazygit because it guides the user to perform the appropriate actions. One is pretty fast with it and it feels quite natural. Together with the Neovim extension Git signs, it gives Neovim superpowers. Personally, I switched from Vim Fugitive to Lazygit. Let me know which tool you use to manage your Git repository. Please post it in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.